Welcome back. Tonight, some state policies could be impacted by decisions and executive orders from the administration of President Trump.
That could include implementation of the state's controversial climate change law and related policies. Channel 2's Ron Plants explains for us.
During today's hearing on Governor Hochul's proposed budget by the combined Energy and Environmental Conservation Committees, the state's Climate Act law, which calls for a 40% reduction in greenhouse gases, along with 70% renewable energy, both by 2030, some Republican lawmakers taking a very close look at how it would all work with Doreen Harris of the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority. She acknowledged a potential impact with stated goals of the Trump administration to reverse course on energy policies of the Biden administration, which did provide more funding for New York's planning.
Certainly, there's federal actions that have occurred already that may impact our work and fundamentally affect our energy outcomes in New York State. But it is too soon to determine the exact nature of those impacts with respect to our progress and initiatives.
Harris cited progress with a significant goal of generating power from solar energy last summer, but wind power from turbines could also be a much different story with decisions from the White House.
Many expect this to be a permanent ban on offshore wind. How does that impact the activities that we plan for New York and are trying to implement in New York?
Yes, thank you for that question, Senator. It is true that one of the day one executive orders did speak to actually wind in general. Obviously, we need more time, specifically with respect to the ways in which the federal agencies will interpret those executive orders.
Harris also pushed hard on the feasibility of the state's overall energy plan.
Is there a consensus in New York State that it is time to come to slow down and to be realistic with our energy mandates that have been put in place, that have been passed? Should the laws that have been passed should be repealed?
The governor's commitment to not only the advancement toward our climate goals, but also the realization of a thriving economy for all New Yorkers remains firm.
Now, Harris added that they actually fast-tracked for distribution over $1 billion in federal funding from the Biden administration for state clean energy projects. On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.